Hello, everyone. I'm Frank, and welcome to Frank Puzzles. And this is part two of the Solve of Space Settlement. Let's get right to it. I don't really remember what we were doing back then, but right, we had one and two as possibilities. Um, hmm, okay. So we have medium and dark, definitely here. Or, sorry, in these three spaces. We don't know what the last one is. Hmm. So we can only have one digit from one or two in these three cells. Um, at most. We could have zero, technically. Um, we know this is pink. So pink cannot be any of these digits here. Pink can't be either of these two. Pink can't be either of these two. So pink has to be one of these three. Does that give us any information? Not particularly. Um, hmm. These three digits cannot appear here on this run band. Can't appear here either. Interesting. Okay. These three digits have to appear here and here or here on this run band. So these three digits cannot be this digit. Um, Same with this digit. This digit cannot appear here, so it must be one of these digits here. So, what does that mean? That means this digit here. It eliminates all possibilities here, so it has to be one of these three digits here, guaranteed. Okay. Obviously, it could be pink, but it could be either of these two digits here. Um, um, hmm. So what does that mean? I'm not sure. Um, hmm. One of these two digits is a 1 or 2. whatever this digit is one of these three. So again, this digit has to be the same as these three, period. These two have to be somewhere here and here. Can this be blue? Yeah, it could be. Oh, that's interesting. If this is blue, this has to be pink here because we can't this needs to have at least two digits from 1 through 3 here. And if the blue is there, that means neither of these can be blue. One of these would be blue. So blue would be there, pink would be there, therefore this would not be blue or pink. Therefore we know pink would have to be here. Therefore blue would have to be there. So no blue there. This would be blue, so blue could not be here. So where is blue in column 6? It would have to be one of these two. And pink couldn't be there. Right, so pink would be here. Therefore, pink would have to be there. So that does seem possible. If this pink and blue were here, so pink would have to be there if that's the case. So there's no pink there, therefore this must be pink. Blue would be one of these. So where would pink be on this line? Pink can't be any of these, pink can't be any of these, pink has to be there. Blue has to be, well, blue's there. So blue could not be there. This would not be pink at all. Blue would be, could be one of these two. Blue would then be one of those two. Blue would be guaranteed to be one of those two. So blue would be here, blue would be here. Which means blue would have to be one of those three. That's interesting, which means blue could not be on this line anymore. So blue would have to be there. And then blue would have to be here then for that to work. Well, that's possible. So this is what happens when we have blue and pink both on this line. 1 and 2 are both here. So this would be 1 or 2. This would be 1 or 2. We could not have 1 or 2 there. 1 or 2 would be here, so that would be blue. We would have blue there. So blue would be one of these two digits here. Blue would be here. Blue could not be here or here. So it'd be one of these three. Pink would not be here. I mean, that seems fine, right? Okay. So obviously, if pink is here, then we have pink there. Pink could not be any of these. Pink would then have to be here. So if pink is here, no pink here, no pink here, that means one of these is pink that cannot be blue. So pink cannot be any of these. Pink would be one of those two. Blue would have to be one of those two. Blue would be one of these three. This would be blue, so blue could not be here. Blue would have to be one of these three, so could not be there. Could be one of these two. We don't know. What happens if we try to make this like 4 or 5? If we have 4 or 5 here, that means neither of these can be blue because the blue has to be here to add up with 2 or 3 or 4 to add up to 4 or 5 here. So this would not be pink here, which means blue would have to be there. No blue here, no blue here. So blue would have to be here in that case. Blue would be here. Obviously no blue there, so that's blue. And one of these would be blue or pink. The other one would have to be here. Blue could not be any of these. Could not be here. So then blue would have to be either there or there. What about this? We know pink is not here. So pink has to be one. Oh, pink can't be here either. So pink is one of these three. That's interesting. That's guaranteed because pink can't be on this line. And this can't be 1 or 2. So we know pink has to be one of these 3 digits there. Okay. If this is pink, that must be pink there. That means pink would be one of these 2. I mean, that seems fine. Blue would have to be there, and then blue would be one of those 3. If pink is here, that means one of these 2 is pink, and pink would be there. Can this be pink, actually? Let's try. If this is pink, this can't be pink, obviously. This is blue, so that can't be blue. We have pink here. So then neither of these would be pink. So we're specifically making that pink. So this can't be pink here. We don't have pink here. Blue has to be one of these 3 in that case. So pink would be one of these 2. Blue could not be here. So pink would be here, pink would be here. This would be pink. So pink would not be there. So we have pink definitely there, pink there, pink there. Blue would have to be one of these three. Blue would be one of those three. So we either have blue here or blue here in that row. We know this couldn't be 6 or 7 because that would require both blue and pink to be there. That seems fine. Hmm. This would not be 1 or 2. This light could be either of these two. Hmm. What happens if this is blue? This can't be 1 or 2. So this would be 3 through 6 and not pink. This would not be blue, that would be pink. So these could not be pink, which means this would be pink here. This would not be pink. So blue would be one of those two. Pink would be one of those two. This would be pink. That eliminates pink from being there and there. This digit cannot be the same as these, so this would be orange. This would be yellow. And this light would have to be one of these three. Then light would have to be one of those three. Cannot be any of these, so it'd have to be here. So you'd have light here and light here. That's interesting. Hmm. Huh. Orange would obviously have to be one of these three. Yellow would have to obviously be one of those three. We'd also have blue there. Mm -hmm. That's not that helpful. One thing that's interesting. Red and yellow both have to be there. Hmm. Let's take a look at this again. What does that mean? Hmm. That ain't that helpful. Hmm. Hmm. What happens if this is pink? And this can't be pink. Obviously, then this would be pink. We'd have blue here. No 1, 2 here. So we'd not have pink there. This could not be pink here. You'd have no pink there. Therefore, this has to be pink there. Therefore, we cannot have pink there. Therefore, that's pink, which means this can't be blue. This is pink, so none of these could be pink, which means this is pink. We have blue has to be one of these three. Blue cannot be here, or could be here, technically. So we'd have pink here, pink here, pink here. That's fine. This would be blue, so blue would have to be one of those two. Blue would have to be one of those three. This would be some light. This would have to be orange. We'd have yellow there. So orange is here, orange is here, orange is one of those three. Same with the yellow. So we don't have pink here. This is yellow. This would have to be pink. Which means this couldn't be pink, so that's pink there. That would be done. Blue's one of these two. So if blue were here, this couldn't be blue. If this were blue, this couldn't be blue. So that would not be blue in either case. Which means one of these three is guaranteed to be blue. So blue has to be one of these two. Blue then would be one of these three. Um, hmm. So one of these three would be blue, which means we could not have blue there. So blue would have to be either here or here. Hmm. This would have to be set 8 or 9 here. Not helpful. So again, this digit has to be one of these three there. These 6 must be some combination of here and here. Hmm. Where could these be? Hmm. How did we know that these couldn't be 1 or 2? Hmm. Because out of these 3, there's some 1 or 2 there. Obviously, pink can't be here, but why can't blue be there is the question, right? It's because if this was blue, we'd have a pink blue pair here, so that would be 1 and 2. And this can't be 1 and 2 as a pair because 3 can't be there. So that would be pink or blue, in which case that can't be 1 or 2. Right. So if we tried to have a blue here, that means none of these would be blue. So blue and pink would have to both be here. Blue and pink would both have to be... One of them would be here, the other one would be here. So that would guarantee 1 and 2 also in this on this red band, which doesn't work. Which, it's contradiction. Hmm. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. Hmm. We have 1 through 8 here. Yeah. Does this help us any? I don't really know. 1 through 8 here. 1 through 8 here. Hmm. Um, let's try to have 6 here. That means pink cannot be any of these. Pink has to be here. So no pink here. That means this is pink here. So no pink there. This can't be pink. This can't be pink. So one of these two is pink, which means that can't be pink. So this is pink here. Blue has to be one of these two, so this can't be blue then. Um, hmm. So we have blue here, blue there, which means blue would have to be one of these 3. Which means blue could not be either of these. So blue has to be there, which means this can't be blue. So blue has to be here. This can't be blue. We have blue here, blue here, blue here, blue one of those two. Blue cannot be here. That's fine. So blue would be one of those three. Not helpful. So this digit has to be one of these three. These 6 digits have to be these 6 digits in some combination. Okay, what happens again if this is blue? That means this is not blue, this is not pink. This cannot be any of these digits. This is not here. And sees all of these digits here, so this must be orange. Make that light. So we have pink here, pink, yellow, red there, medium, and dark here. So no, this is medium, dark, and light here. This would then be blue, and pink could not be here, and this would be orange as possibilities. Pink would not be here, therefore this would not be orange or dark. It's pink there, so no pink here, no pink here. Blue would have to be one of these three, and so would yellow. Okay. This would be light here. We'd have light here. We'd have to have light here. What does that mean, though? Does that really mean anything? I don't know. This is the problem. This would be yellow. Hmm. Okay. What happens if these are 7, 8, and 9? That means this cannot be 3 here. This can't be 3 here. So it's 4, 5, 6 here. This would be 3, 7, 8, and 9 here. Interesting. So obviously you would not have 3 here, no 3 here. Either 3 is one of these two. Okay, this would not be 3. There would be no 3 here. We could have 3 here. Hmm. That would mean that we have to have, this is some combination of, it has to be orange and dark or red and yellow. We know that for certain. We don't know which one though, but these would obviously not be 7, 8, or 9. So we have 1 through 6 in the middle box. Hmm. Does that help? I don't really know. Not really. Phew. I'm just not getting this break-in. I don't understand. I mean, it's not easy, right? So obviously, that is a little. This is going to take some work, but I'm just not seeing where it comes in. We know this, well, we know 3 of these digits cannot appear on this, so they must appear here and here. That doesn't really help much. Sheesh. Blue could be here or here. We don't know. This is annoying. Okay, so we know this digit is 3 greater than this. We know this digit is 3 greater than that. Does that help us any? I don't really know. Hmm. If this is not 1 or 2, what does that leave that? That would mean this is blue, no blue here, that's pink, which eliminates pink here. And no pink here. Blue would have to be here, so no blue here, no blue here. That means this would be a blue-pink pair. So this would be not blue, this would be pink. So no pink here, this would be blue. No blue here. Blue wouldn't be there. Blue could not be here. Oh, that's interesting. Well, that would mean blue could not be anywhere in these rows. So blue would have to be one of those two, which means this can't be pink. This is guaranteed to be pink there. That means there's no pink there. This would be at minimum 7, 8, or 9. This could not be 6 or 7, so that would be 8 or 9 there. I mean, seems fine. Blue would have to be one of those 3. Blue would have to be one of these 4. See, this is the problem. I don't really know where else to go with this. We do know 3 has to be one of these 4, or these 3 in that case. So this cannot be 6. Hmm. So this would not be medium. We have blue here, blue here, blue here. Blue's one of those 3. I mean, that seems fine. Uh, man. So this is greater than one of these digits. This is 3 greater than one of these digits. This is 3 greater than that digit. This is 3 greater than that digit. Hmm. Just not really seeing how else to approach this. We know the combination of orange, dark, red, and yellow has to be whatever this digit is not minus 3. And then also 7, 8, and 9. But that doesn't really help us much, right? Hmm. Uh, Even with the restrictions, it's not working. It's not getting anywhere. Yeah. Uh, this digit cannot appear here, can't be on the arrow, so it's one of these 4, which doesn't help us much. So where is this digit in this REM band? Can't be here, can't be here. So it's one of these 5. All right. If it's here, then it's there. That's not helpful. Uh, this is rough. Um, hmm. Yeah, I've tried multiple avenues, and I'm just not seeing how the break-in is going to work. Ugh. We do know, okay, so this digit must be the same as one of these two. Because it's guaranteed to be 4 through 9. So then it has to be one of these. Um. What happens if this is 4? If we have 4 here, this becomes a 1-3 pair. That would mean the 1 or 2, so this could not be 4 here. So one of these two is 4. We don't know which. That would mean this cannot be 4. These can't be 4. So we would guarantee we have a 4 here, and we have a 4 there. Okay, this is 1 and 3 as a pair. That would force 2 to be one of these digits here, so this can't be 2, that's 1. So no 1 here, 2 has to be one of these digits. Um, 3 cannot be here, so 3 has to be somewhere here, which means this can't be 3 there. Since this can't be 3, this can't be 3 here. Um, no 1 here. One of these is 2. Oh, that's interesting. So these two digits are equal to two. These two digits and the remaining 1 or 2 have to be these 3 digits. These 2 digits and the remaining 1 or 2 has to be one of these 3 digits. Okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us too much. Um, so what happens if this is pink? No 1, 2 there. It's not blue. This is not pink. This is the light. So there's no pink here, which means pink has to be there. So these two digits are a combination of those two. This is pink. This can't be pink here. No pink here, so one of those two is pink. So light could be either of these. Um, well, this is being 1 or 2, so this can't be 1 or 2 there. Um, so again, this could be orange or it could be light. We don't know which. The other orange or light is here. No 7 or 8 there. Does that help? I don't know. Not that I can tell. Um, uh, I'm not getting the geometry of this. Obviously, these 7 digits must equal the same as these 7. And specifically, these 4 cannot be that digit, so they have to be some combination of those. The other 2 also have to be some here, and then you have one of these has to be that digit there. Just keep running into these problems over and over again. Well, okay, so that's not helpful right now. We do know that these have to be 3 through 9. But that's not too helpful either. Um, so these are medium and dark, and then one of these 2 digits there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting. So this digit eliminates both of it cannot be either digit here, right? And it could be 7, 8, or 9, but it could also not be 7, 8, or 9, so it's not really that helpful there. We've got kind of these relationships here, but not really. Uh, we just don't have like if I try various things, they don't restrict things. They don't lead to a contradiction, which is problematic, right? Because that's how you start narrowing things down. But I haven't been able to narrow anything down after I got to this state. Once I got this state, it's just like I'm kind of stuck. I was able to narrow things down pretty decently up until this point, but then the problem is that now it's just like, how do we narrow things down more? Because we're not running into contradictions at all. So now it's just basically trial and error. It's just like anything that comes to mind, it's like, what can I try that tries to narrow things down? But nothing's leading to any contradictions at all. That's the crazy thing. It's just like it's like, oh, that could work. Oh, that could work. Oh, that could work. All the possibilities seem like they still could work. It's something dealing with the geometry here, but I don't know how to find that. Okay, where is this digit in box 5? Cannot be here. Can't be on the line. That's fine. Where is this digit? Can't be here. Cannot be any of these digits. So it's one of these four. Ah. Hmm. We know this adds up to 45. This adds up to 45. That's 90 for both of them. Now that's interesting. Huh. Does that tell us anything? Not sure. Hmm. Hmm. We do know this is at least 15. So what does that mean for these? 90 minus 15. Ninety minus 15 is 75. So this is at least 15. That means this is at most 75. So we have those 4 digits at least adding up to 15, but that's not that restrictive. Mm-hmm. This is 21 at least. So then plus 1 is 22. So this is 23 at most. So 90 minus 23 is 67. So this is 67 at least. This doesn't really help much. So we have 15 through 23 here. That just doesn't seem to help too much. Oh, that is interesting. These 2 digits have to appear once here and once here. Or it could be like twice here. So if it's so these 2 digits cannot appear here. Sorry, have to appear once here, once in one of these 6 cells. But it also cannot appear here. So that means if it's once here, whichever one is here, if there's one here, it cannot be here, it can't be any of these digits, so it would have to be one of those 2 digits. If both of them are, so if both of them are here, so these 2 digits, if both of them are here, that means they can't appear anywhere in this column. So they would both have to be those digits there. Same if both were here. If both of these digits were here, they cannot appear anywhere in this row here, so they would both have to appear there. Now that's interesting. Hmm. These 2 digits here, or these 3 digits, cannot appear anywhere here. And they have to appear here. One of them has to appear here. But the other 2 would have to be somewhere here and then somewhere here. Or both. Huh. So then, whichever one, so one of them could be here. In which case, it can't be anywhere here in the row. Oh! That's crazy. Right. These 2 digits must appear in 2 of these digits here. These 3 digits, one of them appears here. The other ones here have to be either here or here. And if it's here, that means the rest of this column can't be that digit, so it would have to appear here. If one of them's here, that means the rest of this row cannot appear in this column, so it would have to be here. So we know these 5 digits must equal these 5 digits here, which means blue cannot be in either of these spots. If blue is in either of these spots, these 5 digits have to translate to this. Oh, actually, that's not true. Then you could have pink there. Right. So if blue were here, then we'd have guaranteed pink or blue there. Dang it! I thought I had something, but I don't. Freak. But we do, okay, so we do know these 5 digits. Oh. These 5 digits must equal these 5 digits here, which means the remaining 4 here have to be the remaining 4 there. Fascinating. Oh. Oh. Yes, okay. So that means we have these 5 digits, have to be these 5 digits here, because of the way that these Ren bands work. These 4 digits have to be these 4 digits here. But only one of these digits can... that means one of these 3 digits has to be that in one of these 2 digits here. And the only digit that can be there is a 6. Which means this is 1, 2, and 6 to add up to 9 here. And we cannot have pink be any of these. So pink has to be here, which means this can't be pink. Very good. So then, again, these 5 have to match these 5. Blue cannot be any of these. So blue has to be here. That means we have pink here. Blue has to be here in this column. That means... Ooh. This can't be blue, so we have a guaranteed blue here. That means pink cannot be here. So we have pink here, no pink here. Very interesting, actually. This 9 means these cannot be 9, so this must be 6, 7, and 8. And this has to be the 1 or 2 with the 6. That eliminates 6, 7, and 8 in the rest of the box here. So this is 1 and 2. That leaves this as 3, 4, 5, 9. No 9 here, no 9 here, so we're guaranteed a 9 has to be one of these 2 digits here. That also means this can't be 9, there's no 8 here, no 8 here, because it's less than 9 there. This has to be a 7-8 pair here. Fascinating. Huh. So this is 6 here, this is 7-8 as a pair here. That means this cannot be 7 or 8 here. So this is 5 or 6. We cannot have 6 or 7 here, no 6 or 7 here. So 5 and 6 necessarily must have a 1 or 2 here. Well, we know pink is here. Blue is one of these 2. Oh, blue has to be one of these. So this is 1 or 2, which means this cannot be blue 1 or 2, which means blue 1 or 2 has to be here. That means this can't be 1 or 2 here, so this must be 1 or 2 here guaranteed. So this is pink, which means this cannot be pink here. Wow, that was a very interesting break-in. That means this can't be pink, this is blue, no blue here. So then pink has to be here, which means this can't be pink here. Wow, that break-in is crazy. That means this can't be 1 or 2 here. It's 3, 4, 6. We'll mark that as light. So then blue has to be one of these 3. Blue can't be here, so we know pink is here. Blue can't be here or here, so therefore that makes this blue there. That is freaking crazy. Wow. Huh. That's crazy. Okay, anyways. So we know blue's there. This is 1 or 2. This is 1, 2 as a pair. 9 has to be one of these, so this cannot be 9 here. 9 cannot also be there. So this is either yellow or medium. Yes. So we have yellow or light, and this is orange or light here. So we have also orange or light here. And this must be yellow or light here. Interesting. Hmm. Remaining digits of row 1. We have 3, 4, 5, and 6 available. So again, these match these. These must be 3, 4, 5, and 9. Okay. 9 cannot be any of these. This is 1, 2 as a pair. This is 1, 2 as a pair, so this cannot be 1 and 2 here. So this must be adding up to at least 7 there. Hmm. Crazy. Okay. This has to be yellow or light here. So, we also know these must be 6, 7, and 8, which means 6 cannot be any of these digits. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 5, adding up to 6, 7, and 8. This 3, 4, 5 triplet eliminates 3, 4, 5 in the rest of the box. So this has to be 6, 7, 8, or 9, and this is 6, 7, 8, or 9. Fascinating. Then we have a 6, 7, 8, 9 triplet or quadruplet in row 6, which eliminates 6, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the row. So this is 3, 4, 5, and 3, 4, 5 here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuplet in column 7. So this cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6. And this cannot be yellow, because the yellow has to be 6 through 9, and this must be 3 through whatever. So this has to be light, which means light cannot be here. Light, so 6 is there, which means this can't be 6. Remaining digits here are 7, 8, and 9. So yellow then cannot be here. So this is light and light. 6 can't be here because of 6 in the box. This must be 4 and 5 and 4 and 5 here. These are two different 4 and 5s, and they see this cell. So this cannot be 4 and 5. It's 3. That means this can't be 3 here. This can't be red because it's 4 or 5. So this must be green. So no red here. This is not green here. And this could be medium or gray. So this is 4, 5 as a pair, which forces this to be 3. That eliminates 3 in the rest of the row. So this becomes a 4, 5, 9 triplet here, which eliminates 4, 5, and 9 in the rest of the row. So we have 7 and 8 here. This must be 6 with 7 or 8 there. So this is green. This must be the same as this one. So one of these is 6. We don't know which. That's fascinating. Yeah. So it was the geometry. That's a really hard thing to spot, though. This then must be 3. There's no 3 here. We have 3 here, so 3 cannot be on this ren band. So then 3 is one of these 2 digits here. Remaining digits on this ren band here. Okay, so this is 1 or 2. Remaining digits here have to be no 1, 2, 3. So it's 4 through 9 here. Okay. So we know this is some combination of red, yellow, orange, and dark. Same with this. Red, yellow, orange, and dark. This is light. We have green or red here. So this is the other green or... It can't be red. So this is green. Wait, hold up. Red just can't be here. So this could be green. It can't be light. It could be medium. So these... Oh, no, these can't be medium. This is green. So this is green here. This is... We have a 3, 4, 5 triplet in box 6. So that eliminates 3, 4, 5 and the rest of the box. So this must not be green. It has to be red and yellow as a pair here. Okay. 9 eliminates 9 from being here. Hmm. So this is green. So this is green, light, or orange. So we have light or orange here. Light or orange there. We have blue here. This cannot be green or light. It must be medium. 3 eliminates 3 here. So that means this must be 3 here, and this is not medium, it's light. So the light has to be 3, which means 1, 2, and 3 add up to 6 there. That means these can't be 6 anymore. That also eliminates 6 here and 6 there. 3 eliminates 3 here. 6 is, we don't know which. So you have green here, medium here. This cannot be medium there. This is always dark then. So dark cannot be there. This is orange or light. We're not sure which. 6 eliminates 6 here. 3 can't be here. So this is not light. One of these is 7, 8. The other one's 4, 5. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Oops. Okay. So this has to be red. Right, so that's red. Hmm. 6 can't be here, so 6 is guaranteed to be there, which means 6 cannot be here. That means we need a 6 in one of these 3 cells here. So that eliminates 6 in the rest of the row, or rest of the box. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the row. This cannot be 3 here. There's no 3 there. So this is light. None of these can be light. Where is the light then in box 7? It has to be one of these 2, which means this can't be light. So that's orange, which eliminates orange in the rest of the row. That means this is a green-orange pair. So this can't be 6, so it cannot be 6 there. Then this is 7, 8, or 9. This obviously can't be 6 then. So this is 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 as a pair. No 6 here because of 6 in the column. So this can't be orange here. We have a 7, 8, and 9 triplet in column 6, which eliminates 7, 8, and 9 in the rest of the column. So there's no 9 here. That forces this to be a 9 there, which means there's no 9 in the rest of this Renban. So we have a 4, 5 here. That means this has to be 4 or 5 here. One of the 4 5s has to be here, which means to add up to this digit here, we cannot have 4. We have to have a 3 here. Because if we don't have a 3, the minimum here would be 4 and 5, but we're guaranteed one of these digits is a 4 or 5 here. Oh, also this must be 3 then. So this is 3. That's light. This can't be medium 4, 5, so this is green 4, 5. This is 7, 8, and 9, so 9 is guaranteed to be one of those two. This can't be 9. None of these could be 9. This can't be 7 or 8. It's 3, 4, or 5 here, which means this cannot be dark. It's this is 4, 5 as a pair here, so this must be medium, which means this is light. So there's no light here. That leaves this as a 3. That eliminates 3 in the rest of the box. This is orange, so these cannot be orange here. Orange is one of these two. We don't know which. Okay. That means we are guaranteed a 3 here. So 3 cannot be here. It has to be here, which means this can't be light. So this must be 3 here. So that's a 3. That must add up to this digit. So this cannot be 7 or 8 here. So this can no longer be 9 here. So either red, yellow, or orange is 9. So this cannot be 9 there. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 4 is 7. 3 plus 5 is 8. This can't be 6 here. We are guaranteed a 4, 5 pair here. So the rest of the column cannot contain 4 or 5. This is 6, 7, or 8. It can't be 6 here because... Why can't that be 6? So this has to be not green. So this is orange, which means this can't be orange here. Because 4 and 5 as a pair, it has to be on this red band. So this can't be 4, 5. This is 6, oops, Jesus. 6, 7, 8, and this is 6 through 9 here. We had 4, 5 as a pair there, right? Okay, that means this can't be 7 or 8. That means this can't be 4, 5. This has to be 1 or 2 to add up to the green, which means this is blue, and blue can't be here. So therefore, this can't be blue. It's blue here, which means this is the 6 here. So this cannot be 6 here. This can't be 9. This is 7, 8 as a pair, which eliminates 7, 8 in the rest of the row. So this must be 9, and it must be orange. So no orange here. It's dark. These can't be orange because of this has to be 9. So this is 9. That means orange has to be here. So this can't be orange here. No orange here. So this is orange here. and is 9. This is 9. So no 9 here, no 9's here. This is 6, 7, and 8. No 9 here. Where is 9 in row? This is 6, 7, 8 as a triplet here, which eliminates 6, 7, 8 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 7 or 8. It's 4, 5. This is blue, so this can't be blue. That's gray. This can't be gray. That's blue. Okay. This can't be blue. It's green. That means this is not green. That's blue. We have a 4, 5 pair here. Therefore, this can't be 4, 5. This is not medium. That's dark, which means this can't be dark. That's medium. We have a 6, 7, 8 triplet here, which means this must be green, the green 4, 5 here. This is not light. This is medium. This is green 4, 5 here. That leaves this as a 7, 8 here. We have 4, 5, 4, 5. This must be 9. This can't be 4, 5. It's 7, 8 as a pair. This is 4 and 5. This is 6, 7, or 8 here. Cannot be 6 because of 6 in the column. Wait, this can't be... This... Okay, this is 7 or 8, and this is 7 or 8, which means this has to be 6 here. I almost messed that up. 9 eliminates 9 here, so where's 9 in this box? It has to be here. This is gray, so this can't be gray. That's green. This can't be green, so that's gray, which means that's green. This is gray. No 1 or 2 there. Okay, so how... Oof. This, unfortunately, we don't have enough information right now. So this is... This doesn't help us, so let's clear this out. Okay. This is, we'll mark this as A. So this is A, that makes this B, which makes that A. Right, so gray and 3 adds up to A, which is valid. 3 and blue add up to green. Okay. So this is A. A cannot be dark. So it cannot be that cell there. So A is not here and can't be dark because of that cell here. So this must be A here, which means this is not 6, which means this can't be 9. This is 9 here. That means this is not 6. This is 7, 8 as a pair, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the box. So dark has to be 6. So yellow is not here. That's dark. This can't be dark here. That's yellow. Yellow eliminates yellow here, so that's red, which means this can't be red. That's yellow. That means this must be red here. This must be yellow then. No 9 here. Red means this can't be red. That's yellow. That leaves this can't be 6. So this must be red. That leaves a 6 there. So this can't be yellow. This must be red, which makes this yellow, which makes this red. So no yellow there, no red here. These must all be 6. All the darks are 6. And we know that red is 7. This cannot be 6, no 6 here. This is not red, this is not yellow. So this is red, which forces this to be yellow there. All the reds are 7, which makes the mediums 4. That means the yellows are 8. The greens have to be 5. The blues must be 2. And the pinks are 1. That's crazy. Congrats, your mission is over now. Wow. Wow. That was a really tough break-in. Yeah, I guess I'm not very good at geometry stuff here with the red bands. Yeah, I basically was stuck banging my head against the wall over and over again until I realized this part, which is the break-in. And that's pretty crazy. That's a pretty crazy break-in to do. Very clever, but very hard. Obviously, without the break-in, it's not that bad. The logic behind most of this is actually very interesting. But being able to spot this break-in is really difficult, I feel. So the thing is, I don't know how I would rate this. Obviously, it would be hard between hard and very hard. But the thing is, the break-in is really difficult there. That's a really difficult break-in. And it took me a while to actually even think of that. Which, I mean, probably is a shortcoming of my thinking, so. But. Very clever, though. Very interesting how that worked out. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.